All right, guys, listen. If you are unaware of what's going on and you are living under a rock, Subnautica 2 has to be one of the craziest stories that I've ever covered. And I know that I've been saying that for the last like 3 videos that I've done for Subnautica 2, but literally every 24 hours, something else happens. I'm not kidding. Something else happens. And the last thing that happened was Krafton, the publisher for Subnautica 2, basically went after the people they fired, the executives, and said that everything was their fault. Everything, right? They said they abandoned their game, they abandoned their post, they abandoned their responsibilities, and that's why they got fired, right? Now, apparently, those same executives, not even another 24 hours later, are now going to be suing Krafton. And this is not a threat. They are actually suing Krafton. Now, keep in mind, these guys are millionaires, so of course they have the money to do this, which is great for them. But the headline reads, former Subnautica 2 leadership is suing Krafton after getting fired. The former leadership at Subnautica 2 developer Unknown World is suing the game's publisher, Krafton, just hours after Krafton released an email blaming former executives Charlie Cleveland, Max McGuire, and Ted Gill for the game failing to meet its early access deadlines. The game's former director has taken to Reddit to announce a lawsuit. Now, I don't know why we are announcing lawsuits on Reddit. I guess he really doesn't have another area to be able to, I guess, give out information or have a conversation, because clearly he's been fired from the game. So he can't do anything in an official capacity anymore. But they do have a subreddit that we're about to get into right now and take a look at. I'm actually in here in the subreddit, and it says from, it says R Subnautica, Flera is the person, and it says lawsuit, a community update from Charlie. It says, hello, everyone. It continues to be an explosive and surreal time for the Subnautica team and community, which, again, this entire situation that's happening between Krafton and the former executive team, I think this is genuinely going to tear apart the game, sadly. I think the gamers that were looking forward to Subnautica 2, and there was a lot of them, because this is the #2 wishlisted game on Steam. So clearly this game was being looked forward to by a lot of people. I think it's going to tear the community apart. I think you're going to have people that are essentially on the side of Krafton, and you're also going to have people that are essentially on the side of the former developer. So basically, people are going to pick sides, and it's going to create this divide that the community really didn't need to have, right? The community didn't need to have this divide. It didn't have to happen, but unfortunately it is. And now, we just got to see what the fallout's going to be from it. It says, none of this is what we wanted, but we truly appreciate the amazing support we've gotten from everyone. It means a lot to us, especially now. As I wrote last week, we know in our souls that the game is ready for early access. Now, this is something that they've said before, okay? They've said before that they stand by the fact that this game is ready for early access. They've said that. They've kept to that, and they've kept to that narrative that the game was ready to be released for early access now, right? Not in 2026. Krafton is delaying it to 2026, and people think it's because of the $250 million, whatever. We could get into that, but I already did a video on that. This is them saying and doubling down that the game is ready to be released now in early access. So they said the game is ready, and that's just how we roll, and we like nothing more than for you to play it. Game developers live for this, but it's not currently under our control. We've now filed a lawsuit against Krafton. The details should eventually become at least mostly public. You all deserve the full story. Suing a multi-billion-dollar company in a painful, public, and possibly protracted way was certainly not on my bucket list. But this needs to be made right. Subnautica has been my life's work, and I would never willingly abandon it or the amazing team that has poured their hearts into it. As for the earnout, the idea that Max, Ted, and I wanted to keep it all for ourselves is totally untrue. I'm in this industry because I love it, not for the riches. Historically, we've always shared our profits with the team and did the same thing when we sold the studio. You can be damn sure we'll continue this earnout bonus as well. They deserve it for all their incredible work trying to get this great game into your hands. Stay tuned, Charlie. So, guys, I don't know. Like I said in my last video, I don't know which side I believe, to be honest with you. And I know a lot of people are going to immediately say that the publisher is lying. And I get that. I totally get that. And chances are that's probably what's happening, right? But there is a part of me that knows that certain developers are really shady fucking people, right? And I think at this point, I can see both sides being potentially true. I can see the developers wanted to push out a game early in order to try to hit certain targets that will get them paid $250 million. I can see that, right? The fact that $250 million is even on the fucking table for a game like Subnautica, like, does nobody understand how crazy that number is? $250 million is more than a lot of AAA games budgets. And this is a bonus for Subnautica. How is this number even a thing? I when I first heard that number, it was almost unbelievable to me that this was even possible to be a bonus for a game like Subnautica, and yet apparently it is, right? So I can understand why some people's eyes would fucking glisten and they would want to do everything they can to ensure they got that bonus, right? I think that's fair to say in a world that's filled with greedy people. I think that's fair to say. You throw $250 million in front of someone, you say, hey, you need to release the game at XYZ time and hit certain sales goals to make this happen, and you'll get the money. You damn sure know that they're going to do everything they can to make that happen. $250 million on the line, you bet your fucking ass they're going to do everything they can. So I can 100% see why that people would not believe the developers and believe Krafton. I could see it. But I can also see Krafton probably using a huge number like $250 million to get these people working like slaves. And then when it came time to release the game and pay them, they were like, well, on second thought, that's a lot of money. How's 10% of that? You know, $250 million is ridiculous for any game, for any bonus. Nobody should be getting $250 million in bonuses. Not even most CEOs get over $100 million in bonuses. It's fucking nuts. I think Bob Iger got a bonus of like $80 million or something like that on top of his salary. So we're talking $250 million. It's fucking wild. And it's not like this is a massive, massive IP. I understand Subnautica is very popular. I get it. The first one more than the second one. I get that. But I don't think it's popular to the point where we're talking about a $250 million bonus. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But in any case, they are going to be suing Krafton. It's official. They are not wasting any time. They are doing it immediately. And we are going to get more information soon that's going to be public filing. This has officially gotten to crazy territory now. I thought we were in crazy territory before. We are definitely in crazy territory now. I never thought that they were going to sue Krafton. I thought that they would probably expose Krafton. They might end up leaking something that was going to make Krafton, probably sue them, to be honest with you. But the fact that they are pulling the trigger right now so fast tells me that they must feel very confident in whatever they are saying about the game and whatever they are saying about the situation. It leads me to believe them just a little bit more than I normally would. But we're going to see what happens with this. We're going to see how fast this actually becomes public information. The moment it does, you bet your ass I will let you guys know. Because at this point, I know I keep saying it can't get any crazier, right? Oh, it can, and it probably will. So let me know in the comments down below, whose side do you believe now that they announced the lawsuit? If you are on anyone's side, let me know whose side in the comments. If you're on nobody's side, let me know why in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like button. And I'll see you guys on the next one.